The theory of evolution is often used to suggest that we've developed from apes and our ancestors are linked to chimpanzees and bonobos and gorillas and various other monkeys and primates, and of course the rest of the animal kingdoms if you keep going back enough. And of course there is a lot of validity to this, but I don't believe our ancestors were just kind of casually just separating from primates and becoming developed and sophisticated. I believe there was some type of intervention in this process, either by some divine source like a god or by extraterrestrials. And you just have to kind of analyze our biology to know this is true. Homo sapiens don't have a baculum, a penis bone. And this is kind of bizarre, and the reason this is bizarre is because most other placental mammals have something like this. Even chimps have some penis bone. They have a penis bone inside of their reproductive organs, along with the other primates and along with most other mammals except for us Homo sapiens. And you could kind of theorize, well, a penis bone would kind of hinder reproduction, and so it would kind of make it more difficult to just have, to just have intercourse. It would kind of create some frustration, so that's why it was selected out of our genetics by natural selection and by sexual selection as well. Of course, but if penis bones created such a hindrance, they wouldn't, other mammals specifically, other primates as well, because chimps still have their penis bone, they would have also lost this feature just like us Homo sapiens, us humans. But of course they still have their penis bone, and it hasn't been a hindrance for them. They could still reproduce perfectly fine and keep this biological feature inside of their genetics and inside of their anatomy and inside of their bodies. But we lost our penis bone, and there's no obvious explanation for why. Because again, if it was such a hindrance, if it was something that was a negative, it would have also been removed from these other mammals and primates, but they still kept theirs for no obvious reason. So you can't just suggest that, oh well, for us Homo sapiens, the reason we lost our penis bones is because it was a hindrance, and it prevented some of our ancestors from reproducing properly. So inevitably, it was just a feature that was kind of thrown out of our biology. But again, as I already mentioned, the chimps still have their penis bones. So again, this explanation doesn't hold any soundness. It doesn't hold together. So all right. So why don't we have our penis bone? Why is this even important? So what? Does it matter? We could have just lost it for no reason and then evolved into our current form. But again, why? Most placental mammals have some type of penis bone, including other primates, but we don't have that. And there's a lot. The extraterrestrial hypothesis a lot of people have this hypothesis that extraterrestrials were observing some of our more primitive primate ancestors, and they intervened and remodeled our genetics, and they deliberately pulled this penis bone feature out. Of course, and that's why we don't have it today. I was watching a video. It was not really a video. It was it was hour long, but it was something called the Lazaretto Files, and it was allegedly in Sweden. There was this girl or man who encountered some female reptilian humanoid, some type of reptilian creature, and this creature was it wasn't human, but it was hyper intellectual, and it was able to have intelligent thoughts and be able to talk and communicate with us in a sophisticated way. And this reptilian lady, she was saying that Homo sapiens, our ancestors, there was some type of extraterrestrial race that came from another universe or star system, and it came to Earth, and this extraterrestrial race, it manipulated our genetics. It caused us to become more intellectual and sophisticated, and this is why we developed the way we did. It was through some type of intervention. It wasn't just some natural evolutionary process where our ancestors were chimps and then they became less primate-like and then turned into what we are now. There was some intervention, and it shows in our genetics, and that could explain why we don't have a baculum, a penis bone. Unlike other primates and most placental mammals, Homo sapiens don't have a penis bone, a baculum, and it could be because of some type of genetic alteration that our ancestors experienced, either by extraterrestrials or by some divine force. And it's something you should kind of look more into.